Okay, so I want to show you some of my favorite album covers, whether I think they're just like beautiful or just like aesthetically pleasing. And like half of the albums I've never even heard of before. So yeah. And they're not in any order except I do have a number one favorite. Again, in no order, we have this one. This one is not out yet, but I think like it's just so pretty. How do I make myself smaller? Like Zara Larson had the vision and executed it beautifully. Okay, this one is just like the Tumblr aesthetic album cover. I think I've always thought this album was so beautiful. Like, it's just so pretty. Okay, this is an example of an album I've never heard before, but I think it's so beautiful. Also, I can't tell if they're blurry or if I'm just not wearing my glasses, so they all look blurry. But it is such a beautiful album cover. I think this is Sophie. It's. I feel like some people are gonna disagree, but I think this album is so pretty. Like, I just think it's so beautiful. Also, I think this one is blurry. I can't tell, but okay, I'm such a huge fan of this like aesthetic when it comes to taking pictures. I think this is Angele. I think she's like a French artist, but this cover is so pretty. Like, it's so cool. It's so cunty. It gives the same aesthetic as this one. I also love this cover. I think this is Coraline Polachek. Um, it's such a pretty just album aesthetic. Like the aesthetic of this picture is just so pretty. Okay, the 1989, specifically the deluxe cover. I've always loved this album cover. I don't know why. I know there's just like big Sharpie on it, but I think it's so pretty. I've always wanted to own it, but I've never found it like in real life. I think it's so pretty. Again, another album I've never heard before. I think this is Omar Paulo. The colors and just everything about this cover is so pretty. I could stare at this like picture all day. Just, it's so vibrant looking. Now, a few singles really quick. I love this album cover by Camila Cabello. It's so beautiful. Like, oh my god. Along with this blurry picture, I think, by no, not Halle Berry. Hal Bailey. I don't know how to say her name. I know what this song is. I've listened to her music. I just don't know how to say her name for some reason. But I think this cover is so beautiful. When it's not blurry, of course. Now we have this album by Rachel Chinariri. This album cover is so pretty. Like, it's just, I could stare at this picture all day. Like, it's just stunning. Wow. Now, this is not like necessarily a pretty album cover. I just think it's so cool. Like, it's so just I have no words for it. It's just so cool looking. This is such a beautiful album cover. Like her hair, her eyes, just. Now for number one, there's two pictures because I don't know which one is prettier. Again, I've never heard this album before. I probably should because it's so stunning. This is such a beautiful album cover. I think like this is like, oh my god. And then she just like, I have no words. I think this is such a beautiful, beautiful album cover. She looks stunning. The text, I hate this new trend of like no